Welcome back to the When is Tayshia Going to Be the Bachelorette waiting room, where Clare and Dale rule the land, and all we have is another preview to break down to see what we can sleuth out for week 3 of Clare's time as the lead. And next episode is looking to be an absolute blowout, with Dale getting some heat from the other dudes and Yosef ready to tear Clare a new one. That's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it works out in this preview for week 3. But before we hit play, you know the rules. Sleuthing spoilers only in the comments section, at least for anything once Tayshia comes in. And anyone playing strip dodgeball is strictly prohibited. So alright, let's take a look.
What's one thing y'all don't know about Dale? Nothing, because he doesn't shut the up.
Oh, the Dale jokes are gonna land so well for these guys. And here we're getting another classic Bachelor-style group date involving public speaking. This is really common on the show, whether it's a comedy routine, talent show, or haiku contest. What do you got for us, Jordan? I hate Dale a lot. Tayshia announcement is when? Follow my Insta. Wow, thanks for that beautiful haiku, Jordan. So here we've got what appears to be a Bachelorette roast, and we also get a full look at the men who are going to be on this group date here, so we can strike them all off the list of possible one-on-ones for next week. But it also seems like there's a group of men doing the roasting, and those in the audience getting roasted, with Jordan up here in a tux talking about Dale down there in casual clothing. Also, I can't wait for Bennett's roast, like, oh, Kenny, I've taken a look at your wardrobe, and I gotta say, it's like this guy's never walked into a Bergdorf Goodman's in his life.
If some of these guys are picking up on Dale and I's relationship and the connection him and I have, guess what? It's because I like him.
And of course, there's more footage of Dale and Clare snuggling up. This is also from a group date, and not from a one-on-one. I'll show you why later on.
Who else has she really shown that kind of interest in?
I'm gonna catch so much riff for this.
Okay, and we've seen this shot before. We speculated that it was Dale, and now we have that confirmation. But the interesting thing again is that this is not from a one-on-one. I guess we shouldn't be surprised, as last episode we saw Clare pull Dale off to the side and consume his lower lip. So to think she grabs him again is hardly a stretch. We'll see in a bit why this isn't from the one-on-one of the episode, not to mention Dale is on the Bachelorette roast group date.
People alluded to prior to arriving here, maybe they've been in contact
On social media.
Oh, damn.
Why are you so perfect?
You're perfect.
And Zach's wondering the same thing pretty much all of Bachelor Nation's been wondering. Did Dale and Clare speak before coming on the show? Now, sure, there's a remote possibility that here they're talking about Blake's DMs or something, but let's be real, this has got to be about Dale. Now, hear me out on this. Even though it's major sus the way Clare and Dale have just basically run off together after a day, there's enough reasonable doubt here when it comes to the idea of them speaking before the show. One, a number of people in Bachelor Nation and people close to Clare have said that she didn't, but I guess yeah, they'd probably say that either way. Two, Clare did speak publicly about Blake DMing her before she left to go on the show. So why would she be honest about that but not honest about Dale? Though I do get it, maybe it was different with Dale because she's actually falling in love with him and not with Blake. 3, Clare has shown she can be very quick to fall in love. After all, she got engaged to Benoit from Bachelor Winter Games after no time at all. So this wouldn't be something new for her. But 4, I also don't think it's unreasonable to believe that once the show got delayed, Clare took a look at the cast list originally released in March and saw Dale and already started formulating an opinion on him. So we know that Clare did look at those men's photos because, well, she said she did. And who wouldn't? But who's to say she didn't see Dale, have an immediate physical attraction to him, and then, over the course of months waiting for the show to start filming, she builds into her mind an idea of Dale as the perfect man. Which could explain why Clare seemed so friendly with Dale when he walked out of the limo. And at this point, all Dale really had to do was not screw it up. So when he came out of the limo and showed that he was gentle, didn't seem to have an ego, and was someone willing to open up and not have walls, just like Clare said she wanted, boom, it was done. I think I just met my husband. So yes, they could be lying to all of us in order to save face, and they did indeed develop a private relationship before the show aired, but I also think there's a reasonable explanation for this warp speed romance between Clare and Dale. But okay, let's get back to this preview.
Thinks he's better than all of us?
you. I'm ashamed to be associated with you.
And the Yosef drama is on its way. This will happen next episode at the cocktail party that's going to start the episode off. We can see Clare in her same dress from the night. No surprises here, as we've seen last episode Yosef getting increasingly anti-Clare as the episode goes on. Nothing to sleuth out, just sit back and get ready to watch the drama.
We caught you in a lie.
I don't know what the truth is.
I'm not trying to hide anything.
How about the rest of us walk out?
Alright, a few bits of interesting information as Jason tells someone they were caught in a lie. Now the editors cut to Dale here, but this could be a fake out. We've seen this moment in a preview before, but it was flipped, so they've definitely done some manipulation with this shot. Now of course it could be Dale who he's talking to, but it seems like Jason's actually talking to the guy whose thumb we can see here, and not Dale in this shot, which is implying he's sitting across from Jason. And this pic of Dale could be from anywhere. The other interesting shot is the one where the guys seem to be walking out. Are they walking out in defiance of Clare and Dale? Well, I doubt that, because if you look right here, that's Dale. And it's Dale in his same outfit from before where he and Clare are canoodling in the bed. So that tells us this bed shot isn't from a one-on-one. And it also tells us this walkout is nothing. Sure, maybe down the line when the actual drama of Clare leaving unfolds, the dudes start talking about unionization. But this shot here is not it. Probably Chris Harrison yelling, "Come on in guys, supper's ready," and the dudes are literally just walking inside here. But if you add that soundbite from before and some dramatic music, you can make it seem a lot more dramatic.
Everything was like great, and then it just went.
I expected way more from the oldest Bachelorette. Are you serious?
And it seems like Yosef really learned a lot from the Love Languages Words of Affirmation group date. I'm sure this is going to end well. And it shouldn't surprise you to know that once this fight is done, there's no more footage of Yosef around. Shocker of the century, I know.
That ain't right.
I don't know how to go on.
It's almost like a bomb just dropped.
And all the guys come to the defense of Clare. Though I wonder if some of these shots, like Easy saying "it's like a bomb just dropped," could actually be taken from when Clare leaves. Though I guess it could also be from the upcoming cocktail party too.
I'm the oldest Bachelorette, this 39 that's standing here that's single, because I didn't settle for men like that.
And there, the preview ends, with Clare's speech about, quote, settling for men like that, which is a moment we've seen more than once in past previews. And as I mentioned when I covered those previews before, this is all in response to Yosef saying, "I expected more from the oldest Bachelorette." So, what can we now expect from week 3? Well, the formatting of the episode will likely be off because we didn't end that last episode with a rose ceremony. That'll be the first part of next week with the whole Yosef blowout. As a result, we might not get our typical 2 group dates, 1 one-on-one, and a rose ceremony. We know we'll get at least 1 group date, the Bachelorette roast, and surely a one-on-one. But what about the other group date? Well, maybe it's this baby-related date we've seen in the past with Ed here. Could be not. But if it's not, we're running out of time before Tayshia takes over. So maybe this shot of Ed is actually from when Tayshia is the lead. As for the one-on-one, we've got no footage of that, so I can't say for sure who's getting it. However, we can do a process of elimination based off of who we've seen in the footage from the group date and who we think might go home at the rose ceremony. So after subtracting all the guys here, plus Dale and this shot with Jason and Riley, plus Ed in this shot with Easy and Jay, Blake, we can see if we move the frames over and this is Chasen, we can also safely speculate that Yosef will be sent packing at the cocktail party, and with Brandon already gone from last episode, there's really only room for 1 or 2 men to leave at the upcoming rose ceremony, if it's a typical second episode rose ceremony. So my picks for leaving are Tyler S., and you might be going who, to which I say exactly, and possibly Garen. Which leaves Blake Minar, who could also go, and Zach J., who also could go, as possibilities for the one-on-one. Funny how having no footage in this preview could either mean you're eliminated, or you're getting that one-on-one. As for the rest of Clare's season, expect no more than 2 additional episodes, maybe a 3rd one to deal with Fallout and the transition. And then, it's Tayshia time. So that's it for this preview breakdown for week 3. I hope you enjoyed the video, and be sure to let me know your thoughts and speculations for the upcoming episode in the comment section below, and give the video a subscribe and like. This season is rolling along fast, and before you know it, we'll be dealing with a whole new Bachelorette with Tayshia. So until next time, Bachelor Fantake, out.
Everything was like great, and then it just went